it's cold. There we go. Okay. I would like to finish this page today. That's the plan, because we have these two, and then we have this one up here. So let's try to do that. Ideally. But hey peeps, how are y'all doing? I'm freezing. It's cold. It got so cold where I live. I don't know. I think I want to start up here. I should probably be advertising that I should do streams in Spanish. I should do streams in Spanish. I just don't know because time differences are a thing. For context, I suck actually at self-promotion and advertisement. I like just doing the art and stuff for it more than organizing stuff. I'm better at organizing stuff if it's for like other people's events, campaigns, art stuff, but mine tend to be very lackluster. Not for the art, but like the organizing of it all. I get it's like a weird, oh well, now it's not fun for me because I'm stressing out about organizing and stuff, and I don't know, I get like all like humbug about it, like, oh, now I don't care to do it as much because it doesn't feel as organic. I don't know. If it's like literally anybody else's stuff, I'm like, that's fine. That's fine if not every step of the process is the funnest, as long as we're doing this properly for them, because I always want to like help other people's stuff out more. Maybe if I treat myself like a stranger, some of my stuff, I'll push through some of that. Oh, this is not the funnest part of the project mentality. Easier. Who knows? That's definitely something I should try out. I'll write that down in a notebook. Like, treat yourself like a stranger. But other than that, how are you peeps doing? Should have probably led with that, honestly. I'm hoping y'all are doing good. The holidays are coming up, although, okay, to be fair, the holidays can get pretty stressful. But I hope y'all's holidays have been filled with, ideally, like, good food. Oh, yeah, right now it's, like, the perfect excuse to go buy, like, fancy little snacks and stuff and bake some goodies. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of the holiday season because, big surprise, I'm definitely like a sour person during the holidays because I'm like, way, Halloween's over. That's like the best holiday of the year. So just call me when it's the new year, basically. I don't know. I mean, I do know why I'm the way I am about Christmas, and Thanksgiving, but it's, I know other people really like it, so I try always to be as excited about it for other people. But Big Scrunkly, bless their heart, they know how much I'm actually like a about Christmas and Thanksgiving, and they have made it not their full mission, but definitely they've wanted to try to get me to enjoy it more because they understand why, where those emotions come from, where I like have a little bit of disdain for it, but they try really hard. And you know, I can definitely say that because of them, I enjoy the holidays a lot more now than I used to. I'm pretty sure that when I was a little chillin', I was enjoying, the holidays a lot more before, I became conscious, before I woke up. But yeah, now as an adult, it's definitely a little harder for me to sometimes separate certain things during the holidays. Um, and I know there's other people too that go through the same. That line was wonky. Through the same motions when it comes to holiday stuff, but maybe I should make that a thing. Like, hello, Christmas, bah humbuggers, or something like that. Um, let's make it through the holidays and try to have as much fun as possible this year. Like, just be the person that online that's like, I know we don't like the holidays that much, but we're gonna try really hard this year to be supportive of each other's grouchiness, and we're gonna try to find the joys in it. And Halloween is still the best, but yeah, let's try hard, team. That kind of space. Yeah, you know what? That this is a safe space for if you are a Christmas or holiday hater. This is a safe space for you. But if you're also someone that's like trying to like find joy and reimmerse yourself in the season, this is a safe place. Let's do this together. Let's find joy in the holidays together. That's that's my PSA uh for this holiday season. I hope that helps anyone who's having a hard time right now, that's like, a little bit of a nihilist, a little cynical. Like, I get it. You know what? It's rough, but we're here for that. I'm here for you. I'm very lucky, or okay, I'm not gonna lie. There was a point when early on when I found out how much Big Scrunkly loved the holidays that I was like, God damn it. Someone that like listens to Mariah Carey the moment it turns November 1st, and it's just like, no, no, no. As a Mexican, there's still Day of the Dead, which to me is just an extension to continue celebrating the scary season. So I just, no, no. And then honestly, I still drag Halloween stuff out till like mid-November if I can. I'll be like, all those horror movies that I missed out in the season for whatever reason, doctor's appointments, human stuff, whatever. I'll continue watching them in November. I'm like, I don't care. That's like my cleanup month for the season. And then like halfway towards November, when, Thanksgiving stuff becomes, I mean, let's be honest, there was no Thanksgiving stuff actually out this year. I only saw like the smallest amount of Halloween stuff throughout like summer, and then I started seeing like Christmas stuff like even like early October. That's when I started seeing Christmas stuff, and I thought it was disrespectful as fuck. That's my honest, my honest opinion, my feelings about it. But I wonder how people that like Thanksgiving, for food reasons, I know, you know, historically speaking, like there's no other reason to like Thanksgiving in my opinion other than the food. And the community side of it. But I wonder how those people feel about like just skipping over Thanksgiving, because I didn't see any marketing really done for Thanksgiving. It just went from Halloween to oh shit. directly into Christmas, like immediately. No break, nothing, just. And usually I see commercials even for like Veterans Day, which I don't really care about, but sometimes like outlet malls like will have like really good sales on those weeks. So, I didn't see even that, and I was like, "Damn, America, damn marketing teams." Like, and obviously I know why. We're in a recession. Duh. And don't try to argue with me on that, but um it's definitely that. But I definitely did talk to my Halloween loving peeps friends online, and even they were like, dude, like, I know it's always been a joke that like we push out the Christmas stuff before Halloween is here, but like this year it was aggressive. And I told them my little theories, that because we are in a recession right now, they're starting to pump out the holiday propaganda and Christmas stuff a lot faster than other years, because they understand that because people have less money, if they bombard them with crap commercials about crap that you want to buy for your loved ones genuinely, they'll start saving their money earlier, and be a lot more judicious about how they spend their shit, leading up to that date. So, that's what I was theorizing, and they were like, "Oh, that makes sense." And I was like, "Yeah, it scarily does actually." And yeah, that's why I think obviously we've been having more of this growth, or this pushback on Christmas commercials a lot sooner and sooner and sooner each year, and it's because we've just been inching closer and closer and closer to a financial recession. But damn, I was supposed to talk about like happy stuff, and now I'm like talking about the fucking recession. There's joy to be had in recessions. I feel like, because I feel like I said that, and I immediately am like, should I take that back? No, but I feel like there is some joys, because I feel like in these times communities latch on together, and that's beautiful, and people like look around and they notice who their support structures really are. And you know it's in those like really real moments that I feel like people really find each other. I'd want to hope. Obviously it's not the same for everyone, and that's why I was like, do I really mean that? Because it doesn't happen for everyone, and I wish it did. I genuinely wish everybody found their people, um, not just in the worst of moments, but just at any moment. But I understand it's not always like that. But and this is me clearly trying to see the positive in what's going on right now with the state of the world and stuff. Oh man, can you tell what I've been thinking about lately? No, but jokes aside, I do think a lot about these things pretty often, because I do worry about like people. People I don't know, people I'm never gonna meet, probably to like a fault. Um, and then I end up, and then I notice that 3 hours have gone by, and I still need to cook dinner because I spent my whole day just thinking, oh man, the state of the world's pretty bad. Um, yeah, I should probably worry a little less, because a little worry isn't the worst thing in the world. And draw more. That's definitely something I should write on my sketchbook for next year, like just in big letters, like stress less, draw more. But I don't know. The good thing is that Big Scrunkly watches all of the news, so thankfully they keep me up to date with everything that happens. Like, I'm gonna be real with y'all, like, I'm always down to listen to what is going on, but I'm really bad at like keeping up with like the newspaper or like the daily things that are coming out. If it weren't for Big Scrunkly, I would not be as attuned to what's going on, because don't I don't trust social media with what happens. in the world. Oh shit. My neighbors are playing music, but I don't know if the mic can pick it up. Hopefully it doesn't, because I don't think I just don't want to get a copyright strike. But the music is always nice. What was I talking about? Right. I don't keep up with the news on my own because just, it's not in my like habit to do that. It's like in my habit to like do very rudimentary things like get up, make breakfast, go for a walk, that kind of stuff. Like things that I can, I guess, feel. But thankfully, Big Scrunkly is the person. They would be the person in this house that has a subscription to all of the newspaper uh, things, and we'd be getting all of them, and they would literally be sitting there and reading all, however many of them there are. And it's funny that I don't like essentially read the news or the newspaper per se, because I used to work for Union Tribune as a one of the people that would put together the rolls, essentially, where you put the ads, and then you take the news and the important stuff, and then you like tie it together, and then you stuff it in a bag, and then you put all of those 125 or however many you need for your route in the back of your car, and then you drive around like around like 3 in the morning and shit, just throwing it out your window and hoping to God it gets to where it needs to on someone's lawn. I did that for a bitty when I was like in high school, I think. Obviously, I wasn't the one driving. Other people were driving, and I just, went with them and helped with the putting together of the rolls, because it always happened faster if there were more hands on deck. So that was definitely a thing that I did. But I will say that the only thing that I remember from that was like the worst thing in the world was the smell. And that's not to say that I hate the smell of like printers and stuff. I genuinely like pretty okay with it, but I think it was just because it was so early in the morning, and that was the only smell that would follow me from like the warehouse to the car. It was everywhere, and I could not stop smelling it, and it was just too much. And I don't know, if I smell that smell now, like that smelly smell, that wretched smelly smell of like ink in the early morning on newspaper specifically, I think I would just gag. Oh man, good memories. After that work, we would usually go and get 7-Eleven coffee, because 7-Eleven coffee. I like 7-Eleven coffee. I like how customizable it is, because I was a little heathen that would mix like the Colombian, the Brazilian, and the God, there was another one. I think it's called the exclusive, which is like the house blend, but it's also supposed to be like a really strong one. I would mix all three of those and then add a unhealthy amount of sugar and creamer. Some days, depending. But man, I find myself talking a lot about the little odd jobs that I had growing up when I turn on the mic, which it's funny because I don't think about that very often. Just kind of go about my day. I do, however, now that we're talking about minimum wage jobs, I have myself a little pity party pretty often about all of the minimum wage jobs I wish I could have had, because I actually have a huge laundry list of a bunch of minimum wage jobs I tried having for years. Obviously, and I think a lot of us, a lot of people like in my communities, in my age demographic, and that are artists, they also probably had the same wants in minimum wage jobs. Like I wanted to work at a bookstore. Uh, tried working at like a mom and pop bookstore and the Barnes and Noble and Borders. I tried for all of them and yeah, I didn't get callbacks from there. I tried working at movie theaters. Oh man, working at movie theaters sounds like a fucking dream. Um, Mainly because I don't know. I like I like God, what are they called? What's it called? Those type of lights that fuck up your light. LED lights. I love LED lights. I love, I'm not the biggest fan of popcorn, but I love the smell of popcorn and butter on it. But yeah, no, couldn't get a job at any of the movie theaters, and I tried the big ones, and then there was actually where I lived, I don't think there was a mom and pop one near enough where I could try out for it, because I started trying to find a job when I was 16, because my parents thought that was normal, and I didn't think twice about it, and I know that in other states, it's like super common actually to like get your first job at that age. So I was, definitely looking for that. But because of the age, obviously I didn't have a car. So I was looking for things locally. Hence why I tried there was a bookstore like in the little town over from town, city, county, place, whatever. Where I lived, that was a little mom and pop place that I tried there, and right, they said no. I tried antique stores because I like organizing things. Um, that didn't go well either, and I think that was, that one's a given because it was what's it called, a family owned situation. So that one, not too sour about that one. I get it. Oh man, there was a prop shop that I tried working at actually, that I was really excited because obviously, as you can see, I do art. I do that sometimes, I do the art stuff. But what I haven't talked about this too much in this channel, but I used to do like, what's it called, props. I built what's it called, cosplayer props for a while in high school for some people, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So this prop store needed someone with expertise in like, mixed media and like arts and crafts to like fix things like clown shoes, like if clown shoes had their soles coming off, or if like some clothes needed some sewing, or little things like those, like basically like, are you good at using a fucking hot glue gun, are you good at sewing, are you good at like knitting, that kind of stuff. And I consider myself pretty avid at that stuff, and I was definitely looking to hone my craft a lot more, especially during that time, and I was really excited to work at this prop shop. But alas, no. I don't know what it was that made them say no. Especially because I was in theater at that time, so I was really like getting into it, and I brought in examples of like props that I had built from scratch, mind you. I don't know. That one was a bit more of a bummer for me. That one hurt, but couldn't. And of course, I tried working at Hot Topic. That one I felt like it was because I know they say you don't need to have tattoos to work at Hot Topic, but I don't know a single person that works at Hot Topic that doesn't have tattoos. So I think it was the fact that I didn't have tattoos. But, I still, went to the store, obviously, because it's Hot Topic. Where else am I going to get my fucking skinny jeans? Where else did I try working? Oh, yeah, duh. I tried working at art stores. Like, just regular ass art. I tried working not just at regular ass, like, big art stores. I also tried working at mom and pop art stores because, well, I knew I was gonna go into like an art major. So I was like, what better way than to like give back to people that are also, going through the same stuff as me and maybe learn from them as well, about like materials and stuff, than working at a place where I'm constantly surrounded by the things that I'm gonna be, using when ideally I'm, working on stuff. So I tried that, and again, no avail. um but yeah, that's definitely, those are I think I called it pity parties. Those are the pity parties I usually let myself have more often. The jobs that I always wanted to have that seemed so cool, and I would just, honestly, I just wanted to know what it was like a day in one of those. Oh, wait, I forgot. I wanted to work at a video store as well. Like, I tried, again, the big ones. I tried Blockbuster. And I tried the smaller mom and pop places. I also tried working at GameStop, but that one I didn't get too butthurt about not getting, because I play games now. I feel like I allow myself. I should, yeah. That's how I want to word that. Definitely, I allow myself now to play video games a lot more freely and enjoy them more. But at that time, I played games, but I don't think I had the necessary knowledge of as many consoles and like ways to deal with if something was broken, if someone came in with those type of questions. So that one was a fair one. But yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, it would have been nice to work at any of those places, because I do love food. So there is a part of me that's like, okay, it makes sense that I ended up working like in food service at a certain point, because I I was someone that worked at Denny's, and I can safely say I know almost all of the dishes on that menu. I've tried the majority of the Denny's menu. And I can tell you what is and isn't good, or, depending on what you're in the mood in. I don't know if I can tell you now, off of like, because of shrinkflation and shit. I don't know if I could tell you now what is more worth bang for your buck. Or maybe I could. I don't know. I'd have to look at the prices, because last time I went to a Denny's, I was flabbergasted by the fucking prices. I was like, I'm sorry. I respect that diner food it's not shit food. I'm never going to say diner food is shit food, 'cause I grew up on diner food. I think diner food can be great. But some of the prices were definitely a little bit like, dude, I might as well be going to like, I don't know, somewhere like, I don't know. I'm a firm believer that I can get fresher food like at a taco shop. Let's put it that way, because I know that they're using fresh ingredients, that they're chopping those tomatoes, or they're heating up those tomatillos and making their fresh salsas every day. Than if I go to a Cisco ridden fucking Denny's. Like, I know what goes in that food, and I still happily eat that, because it tastes good. Once a month isn't gonna fucking kill me. But for those prices, nah. I'd rather go to a fucking taco shop where I know I'm at least gonna be paying, not a big corpo, a group of dudes, a family with like homemade recipes that have been passed down, and then on top of that, the fucking salsas are gonna have fresh ingredients, and they're not gonna be like frozen in the back for months. Story. Notice I'm talking about the freshness of the food. I'm not talking about customer service, because as someone that has worked in customer service primarily throughout their whole life, yeah, I'm not gonna judge people for giving me bad customer service. They're a human being. If they're having a bad day, I'm still gonna tip, because you know what? If someone's giving you bad service, you should probably tip them, because they're probably stressed out about like a bill. It almost always comes down to like they're having a rough time, they're at a shitty job, They're not getting paid enough because food service workers are never getting paid enough, in my opinion, from my experience. So you should probably tip more if they're giving you bad service because they're probably stressed out about a bill. But yeah. How did I get on this tangent? Right, I was talking about jobs that I would have liked to have. Oh, I was a waitress, right? Oh yeah, I was a waitress. Jeez, I sound like someone that's forgotten the life they've lived. That's scary. I was a math tutor. I was a tutor for other things, but I primarily helped out with math. That was definitely my forte, because I do enjoy, actually, math, specifically algebra. Don't come at me with geometry. Geometry is kind of where I start to have a harder time. That's Big Scrunkly's regime area, whatever. But I'm an algebra kid. Really enjoyed algebra, so that's what I helped with. What else? I think those were my minimum wage jobs. The other ones are obviously like video editor jobs at other companies, but those aren't the stories y'all want to hear about. Me sitting at a desk editing videos. That's pretty self-explanatory. It's the ones where there's conflict and trial and tribulation that are the most interesting. At least that's what I've, come to understand. I'm taking my headphone off, sorry, because I got the watch later playing in the background. I had ASMR on, and now there's something that begs for my attention, video wise, and I want to be able to focus on what the fuck I'm talking about. Does that happen to y'all? Like sometimes, like the sound of the streets, and then if there's too many layers of sound, I feel like IRL sometimes I get like a little lost in what I'm saying. Like I'll be hearing the street sounds, and then I'll be hearing Big Scrunkly's music, and then Big Scrunkly will be trying to like read something to me at the same time. And this isn't like ambient music. This is music with lyrics. So I'll start getting like really like lost. Like, wait, which sound am I supposed to be paying attention to? And it gets even worse if I hear like someone outside saying something or yelling something, because I live on a lively street. I'm gonna say lively street because I don't like saying noisy, because noisy makes it sound like I don't enjoy that there's life outside of the four walls that I live in. But I live on a lively street, which is why sometimes I don't. Today is actually really early. I normally didn't turn on the mic because I live on such a lively street. People will like bust down my street really loud with really loud cars, and I don't want to scare any of y'all if y'all are like listening to this to like chill and stuff. I don't know. Sometimes even I scream if someone just runs down the street really loud. I get scared. I will audibly get scared and be like, ah! And Big Scrunkly thinks that's hilarious. It just throws me off guard, but that's why I didn't have the mic on for the longest time. It wasn't because I was avoiding y'all or anything. But today it's pretty quiet, and I think it has to do with the fact that it's been raining a lot we talked about the rain in the last stream. It's been raining a lot, so because the street is so wet, obviously people are not driving as fast, because skidding in residential would be awful, and trust me, that has happened on this street. But thankfully, because of the rain, no one's been busting down the street super loud. So I've been able to do more mic stuff, thankfully. Ooh, let me get some color mixing action for y'all. This is... Oh, right, right, right. In this video, I want to be better about telling y'all about the art supplies that I'm using. Because I know I've had a few comments of people telling me, "Tell us what you use," and I always said yes, I'll do that, and then I never did because I feel like I have like a list of videos that I want to do, but because I'm so precious about like the quality of the video or the editing or the script, I just won't do the most just the basic core videos that I could be doing that y'all are probably more interested in than whatever fancy schmancy like big adventure video I want to do. Like, and that's on me. That's not on y'all. So maybe in these more casual streams, I'll be better about telling y'all about the art supplies that I use. That's the goal, because I want to be more chill. Right. I'm telling y'all all of this backstory. Y'all know these. These are like Pentel water brushes that you can get almost anywhere now. I bought like a pack of 5 of them like years ago, and I'm still using the first one. And I think I gave one to Big Scrunkly because they're thinking about getting into watercolor too. And I definitely am not trying to, speed up that process or anything by being like, we could get you a new watercolor palette if you want. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I have these. And then this is the watercolor set that I use. I think I showed it to y'all last time. It's Pastel Dreams by Prima Marketing Inc. I got this watercolor set like almost 10 years ago now. Well, a little less than 10 years, maybe like 8 years ago, but it's still going, and I love these colors. I picked it out mainly because it's pastel, and I love pastel colors because I feel like it's easier to build on light colors than, obviously subtract hue and darkness from darker colors. So I like this watercolor set, and I had an intrusive thought a few days ago actually about, man, what's gonna happen when that watercolor set just is gone? And I had a small, private, little anxious anxiety attack. And then I told myself, well, we don't have to think about that because the palette still has a lot of paints, so let's just push that off. And I did, and oh my god. I don't know how much y'all have picked up about how much I think about dumb stuff. Like, it's not dumb. It's like I think about things that give me anxiety. That's gonna come like 20 years from now, let's say. And I'm already freaking out about it like it's happening like next week. It's not healthy. Um that's the nice way of saying that. And I know that a lot of people in my generation have this same problem, so I'm just openly, casually talking about it because I don't know, I don't want y'all to think that like it don't happen to other people. And it was actually to my big surprise when I found out that other people also feel this way. Not this year, it was like a while ago when I obviously found out other people's brains, anxieties can be similar to mine, which, no shit. Uh, but, just thought I'd let y'all know about that, open up about those vulnerabilities, because, that's human shit. Just basic level human shit. But yeah, had that intrusive thought. But, thankfully I'm not worried about it because I have found, similar watercolor palettes. I'm not too picky about like what's it called quality all the time of my paints because I just make do. I was a really poor kid, so if I bought the wrong brand of whatever, I had to make do with it and make it work cuz I didn't have money or the resources to go return it and be like, hey, I didn't want this one, or I didn't have enough, of a big friends group and this is prior to uni, of course, to be like, hey, I'll trade you this because this didn't work out well, or whatever, so I like these are pretty great. I don't think I looked up reviews at all when I bought these. No, I didn't buy these were gift. I just liked them because they were really cheap. They were like $20 for this whole tin, and it was the color wave that I was primarily working with at the time. So yeah, I asked for that as a gift, and I have been using it ever since. This is actually, I think, my primary watercolor set that I use for like the base colors of all of my paintings. If I use watercolors, I have another set by the same brand, and it's a tropical watercolor set that I bought. No, again, I keep saying I bought. I didn't buy it. It was a gift also. Because I was like, oh, well, that's those have darker tones, so maybe if I want darker tones in a piece, I can use the tropicals to be the darker tones in my pieces. Surprise, surprise, I hardly use it. Occasionally I do because it has really good browns. Or wait, no, this one's the one with the browns. No, it's the pinks actually that I like from the other one because they're really dark. It has like an opera, so it has a cooler fuchsia, and it has like a warmer pink, dark pink as well. And I like that distinction because, hello? Oh shit. Oh, I don't know what that was, but I like that distinction because even amongst pinks, depending on, what you're painting or working on, sometimes you need a warmer or a cooler pink. I try to use warmer pinks when I'm doing like skin tones, and I try to use colder pinks when I'm doing like backgrounds and stuff, just because like I think human living things should have warmer undertones because we have blood vessels and shit running through us, and then things that are not alive, usually I try to use colder tones with because, well, they're inanimate objects. But don't worry, I do know that there are cooler and warmer skin tones as well. Just, usually I'll just do a base layer with my watercolors, and then depending on if I want a cooler or a warmer skin tone, I'll go in with the mild liners and give the shadows either a cool or warm undertone. I'll do the details with that, and that'll usually help the piece pop out. But yeah, that's what I'm using right now. I did start learning how to use watercolors with like the traditional praying set that I think most people start learning watercolors with. And those are good. Those are good. I just am not a fan of the colors. I've seen though some very talented artists on YouTube that primarily only use their praying the praying set, and they make some awesome pieces with the praying set, and I just dog that's dope. That's genuinely dope. I think it's cool when people can like figure out how to use cheaper stuff, because it means that you don't have to depend on ordering it on the internet. You can just go to Walmart and buy that shit and be good. Like, the goal for me has always been I want to get good enough at art, or get a little hoard of art supplies big enough that I can just move to like the middle of nowhere on a little island where I don't have to worry too much about, like, I don't know, the internet, and just live there. Oh my god. hole up. Well, I shouldn't say not worry about the internet, because the idea would be I would just be there living. I think Amazon, there. I don't want to have to worry about the internet in regards to having to order shit online. I think having to order shit online is like annoying to me for some reason. It's just, no, I know the reason. It's capitalism. And instant gratification. That shit pisses me off. But I get it. Sometimes for emergency reasons, yes, it's great. Like if you need band-aids, obviously, yes. But for like luxury items like art supplies and I don't know, a new ring light camera, like you can wait. Or better yet, go to the store and buy it. You can do that. I don't know. Just I like back in my day, we didn't call it tactile shopping. We just called it shopping. But nowadays, having to go to a physical store is called tactile shopping or some bullshit like that. And I shouldn't judge. It's just, I guess, would have been nice to have physical stores around a little longer. They're still around. It's just the stuff that I usually need nowadays is like, oh, it's a very specific niche thing. You have to go order that online. It's like, don't make me order more shit on. I don't want to order anything online. I don't want to use an app to get my food. I don't want to use an app to pump gas. I don't want to use an app for anything. Anything. I'm very anti-app, honestly. I touched on this actually on the Comic-Con video where I was like, if I have to download an app to like wait in line for something, I'm not doing it. And it's mainly because I don't believe in needing your phone for certain things or an app or the internet in general. I think, call me a, God, what are they called? A Luddite. I know that there's a more intense definition for Luddite, but I know that I'm coming off as somewhat of a Luddite for the time and age that I live in right now for saying that, like, I don't think apps should be as necessary as as companies have made them. It's just, fuck, dude. What if your phone dies? What if there's no internet connection? What if you don't feel like reaching into your back pocket for it? Just that simple. I don't know. That this is me having an old man moment yelling at clouds. I know. But I know that other people feel the same, so I thought I'd, let you know you're not alone. I'm right here. You're not old. Well, maybe you are, but it's okay. You're just tired. You're just tired of needing the Wi-Fi and the internet and all of these different fucking technological things that, I don't remember who it was that said it, but it's a term we use a lot in this house, and it's the enshittification of society now. Just moving forward and everyone telling you, oh, damn it, I smudged it. Oh, whatever. Wabi sabi. It's the mentality that by moving forward, we're making everything more efficient, but in reality, we're just moving backwards and making everything inefficient. But with, the excuse that, but no, look, technology, when in reality, like, the use of, like, that amount of technology for something as simple as paying for groceries is actually classist as fuck. Because I'm sorry, like, there are homeless people out there that don't have smartphones. They can't fucking pay for some basic human necessities because they don't have access to internet or a smartphone. And I think that's really fucked up and inhuman. Dang it. Okay. I was trying again to not get all negative and stuff. Sorry. We shouldn't need to depend on technology as much as we do. Because if not everybody can have it available to them, it's not fair. And I think things should be more equal for everyone's class. Financial, wherever they are, I just think everyone should be given the same equal tools. And I know life ain't like that, but holy shit, like, if it's food and shelter, I think it should be equal for everyone. But I love how I started this telling y'all how much I hate Christmas. Now I'm on a full rant about, like, The problems of society now are here, and this is what the problem is. Oh man. This is why I watch Drama Queen. I just need to hear someone yell sometimes about the things that I'm feeling, and somebody else has to yell about them for me because I'm a little too tired to yell about them. So I'll just listen to somebody else yell about them for a bit because I'm like, thank.
Is that why you're married to me?
God. Yes. Yeah. Honestly, babe, when I first started hearing your rants, I was like, oh, thank God, someone else that's just as angry at the same shit as me. I just, I was trying to go through a phase where I was like, maybe I try to be less angry. And then I met you and I was like, oh my God, okay, no, okay. I'm not alone. But yes, that's why I'm genuinely married to you, and I just can't. There are some social gatherings that I'll admit I am not strong enough to go to without you because I need to like have someone to dart a look at to be like, are you fucking seeing this shit? Why do we need an app to do this now?
To use the bathroom?
To use the oh my God. I don't want to depend on an app system to figure out when I need to take a piss. What the fuck?
Almost people shouldn't be
forced
to use an app to use a public restroom.
Yeah. Where was that? We saw that. Where was that?
It's in downtown.
Oh, God. Right. I wasn't sure if it was one of the vloggers that we watched that we saw that new system or if it was something we saw in real life. I get the two mixed up sometimes, but that's...
both are real life, whatever.
Yeah, but one of them is, like, in our neighborhood, and sometimes that's, like, no, please, not our neighborhood. Sorry. I'm not trying to, but yeah, no. This is a down with all apps safe space. Fuck apps. Just, fuck apps. I know that one's not gonna.
The only apps I fuck with are appetizers.
I was just talking about how it makes sense that I primarily worked in food service jobs.
Okay, well, I hope that this has been therapeutic for you. It sounds like therapy.
No, go to real therapy. If you can afford it, please go to real therapy. Although, if it is therapeutic to just scream into the void like what I'm doing right now, by all means, scream into the void.
That's why people have void rooms.
What? What are void rooms?
You can scream into the void. If you can afford to have a void room. But if you can't afford to have a void room, then you're not allowed to scream into the void.
You mean if you can't afford to have a void room, it's unavoidable that you need to go to therapy? No, but no, I was having a little pity party earlier. I called it my personal little pity party of all of the jobs
that's the title of the video.
No, that's not the
title. That's the title of the video.
No,
my pity party.
It says Cozy Art Stream.
It should be my pity party.
No. We'll see. We'll debate. Chat. There's no one in chat. What was that? What that tweet? The YouTubers that just scream into the void with 0 viewers.
The Kenny Lauderdale tweet.
I love that tweet.
Out to the YouTubers that stream to one person.
Yes, I love that image too because it was just a little anime girl with holding a cigarette. No, but I was having a little pity party earlier and telling chat or the viewers about all of the jobs that I wish I'd had, like all the minimum wage jobs, and I went down the list of like, and I've told you about this, like the bookstore,
Barnes and Noble employee,
yes,
barista, but at a cool cafe. And
no, I don't think I ever wanted.
Boba shop employee.
Okay, I forgot about that one. I did apply for that one. Man, that interview was awful.
Let's see what else. Art supply store employee.
I went over that one.
Movie theater employee.
I went over that one.
That one actually kind of sucks.
That one hurt. I was sad about that. The one that hurt the most for me was, and I told the viewers, the prop store. Remember that prop store I tried applying to?
Prop store. I don't
It
know.
was a prop store, and I'm not gonna say where.
A prop store like on the Warner Brothers lot or something.
No, this was like a mom and pop prop store over near where my parents live. They needed someone that would be good at repairs for like used clown shoes and shit. And I was like, I can do that. And that was when I was making like more cosplay props.
I
And
have no idea what you're talking about. And don't dox yourself, please.
I'm not gonna
Or your
dox myself.
parents.
No, I'm not gonna dox. Well, um, maybe that was before we were dating then. That might have been right before we. No, I said I was in theater when I applied to that job. We were not dating yet. We were not together yet. I was in high school. Right, right, right. Damn, see, I'm putting you in memories from way back in the day. Well, you know,
I love you too.
I love it. Let's pour for the course, though. I don't know how many memories you've put me in that I'm like, hun, I've definitely not ever been there ever in my life. And you're like, you were. We took pictures together. I'm like, no, that never happened. I love you.
So you're saying pics or it didn't happen?
Yes, I'm that asshole in the chat always. Pics or it didn't happen.
You are that.
I am that asshole. Ugh. Trying to get this. How did we get onto the subject? Big Scrunkly came out. This is the second time I'm doing an art stream, and you come out of the shower. And I'm always like, I'll finish before you get out of the shower, and then I don't. Oh, I did talk about how you're thinking about getting into watercolor painting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and how that I'm trying to very slyly push you into that direction as fast as possible.
Watercolor's cool. We have all these watercolors.
Ooh, will you? Does that mean we have an excuse to go to the art store and buy you a
No, I already
person?
found art.
But don't you want a personalized watercolor palette?
No.
Fine. Fine. Big Scrunkly makes the argument that because I already have so many art supplies, they can just dip into mine and there's no need ever to buy art supplies ever.
But you don't use them.
I try to. I try to use a good amount of them. There's a grip of them that I don't use. I think it's because I need to be like in the mood. Like acrylic painting, I need to be like in the mood because I know that takes a lot of cleanup afterwards. And famously, when I first started painting, I went through so many paintbrushes because I just didn't maintain, I didn't give them the maintenance they needed to, survive after one painting session. So my art teacher, who obviously was very great and patient, had to have a sit down with me and be like, listen, kid, you need to start washing your fucking paint brush. She didn't say it like that. She's very polite. She's a very patient human being. But, if I was an art teacher and I had an art student that I was really invested in, but also was like, it's getting real expensive out here with you. Yeah, I'd probably yell at them a little bit. But that was when I learned how to maintain paintbrushes properly because I started buying my own paintbrushes because she wanted to teach me a lesson. Fair, fair. She was like, go buy your own set and tell me if you're going to disrespect them the way that you've been disrespecting mine. And I did. And, yeah, that taught me a lesson. So, clean your paintbrushes. Clean your paintbrushes. But back to the subject. Right. I don't like cleaning up after certain medium sessions That's why I need to be in the mood for, like, for example, acrylics. And I know I showed y'all that I bought that Himi gouache set and I have not used it. And my plans were to have started using it by now. Um, and I didn't. And Big Scrunkly reminded me just the other night, actually, because I was talking about Dempa color moods. And then they were like, you're talking a lot about color and paints, and you have that whole Hemi gouache that you should probably fucking at least open up. I just haven't been in the mood. I think I've been in the mood for a more graphic style, which is why I've been doing these I'm back to black line art, which usually that's when I'm like in my graphic art style, looking at, again, Radio Maru art and a lot of Trigger art, because oh man, Trigger has so much beautiful graphic iconography in their anime. I will. I'll let you know. People really like Panty and Stocking, and no hate, nothing wrong with it. But if you do like Panty and Stocking, I really recommend you watch Space Patrol Luluko. I really recommend that anime. It's like Panty and Stocking is great if you like bad bitches kicking people's asses, but like Space Patrol Luluko is like the what if bad bitches, but like with emotions and first love and stuff like that. It's very like Trigger meets shoujo, definitely. So I really recommend that anime. Also, Midori's the best. I should probably draw Midori for the channel. I like Midori. Midori's great.
Like Midori.
I do like Midori. Well, I should draw some Shin-chan fan art. I like Shin-chan too. A day doesn't go by that I'm not thinking about Shin-chan. I do think about that anime a lot, actually, now that that and Golden Boy. Oh man. Oh man. If y'all haven't watched Golden Boy, and you're old enough, please, and you're old enough, go watch Golden Boy. Golden Boy's a pretty good anime. Great anime. But yeah, I go on these tangents, and I'm starting to worry about the amount of tangents I go on. If that's not an indicator for something, I don't know what is. Right, being in the mood for art supplies. I don't know. Y'all tell me. Do y'all need to be in the mood for like for certain art supplies? Because I feel like I do, and that's because I consider myself a lazy artist that doesn't like to do the cleanup afterwards for a lot of mediums. So, and also, you know what really, and this isn't new. This is not new, but if I have a lot of paint that I pre-mixed for a session, and I don't use all of it, I feel bad. And that sometimes also stops me from using certain mediums that I have to use it, and but sometimes I'm tired. Like there's no more creativity coming out that day. That's as much creativity you're getting out of me that day. But I know that paint's gonna dry if I wait a day, and I've used the damp cloth trick, which is take a napkin and you get it moist. Sorry, moist, yes. Not dripping wet, just moist, and you put it on top of like your palette to ensure that the paints don't fully dry up, ideally by the next day. Of course, temperatures depending on where you live and seasons may vary the effectiveness of this trick. But even when I do that, sometimes I just worry that the paint's not going to survive, and that anxiety keeps me up at night. It really does, chat. So that's why I don't paint. I'm talking a lot about paint, but I have Prisma colors that I have not touched too much in a really long time. I have a ridiculous... damn it. Whatever. I will fix that in post. That's the joke now, right? We fix everything in post. Um, I have Prismas that I haven't touched in a while, and I feel bad about that. Um, but for color pencil users, tell me, like, is there a trick to making sure your hand doesn't hurt after like a session of colored pencils, or is that just like a suck it up, Buttercup? You're using colored pencils, your fist is gonna hurt, or am I just gripping too strong? I don't know, or maybe
For colored pencils?
my fist hurts when I use them like for
Dog,
a
you're
dip.
pressing down way too hard. What is wrong with
Well,
you?
that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, that's pressing down too hard. Your fist should hurt.
Yeah, it hurts.
Your fist should not hurt after drawing with water
No,
colored pencils.
no, Prismacolors, like color, like
Colored pencils.
Yeah.
Just maybe get softer colored pencils, which I don't know if they necessarily make, because most of them are like.
Well, I already bought.
2B or whatever.
I already bought the other ones though. I have them and they hurt.
Well, suck it up.
There, yeah, no, that's yeah.
Use your elbow. Stop using your wrist.
There was a point in my artistic career where I thought about. This is not how this works. I just want to preface this with that. Where I thought about taking a lighter and putting it up to the pencil lead.
Oh.
Yeah, to the lead. Yeah, to see maybe this will.
Doesn't work like that on that.
No.
It only works on
Yeah.
ballpoint penning.
I just feel like I need to. Yes, and sometimes some gel pens. Sometimes some gel pens too. But I'm just putting this out there in case, I don't know, history repeats itself. Just in case somebody thinks about doing it, don't do it. That's not how that shit works. Hey man, it takes a certain type of adventure to be a mixed media artist, because you're constantly fucking around with mediums and you're thinking, I wonder if I can do that. Trying to get the details of her hair right. There we go. See, I didn't even ask y'all about Thanksgiving plans. What are y'all's Thanksgiving plans? This should be coming out before Thanksgiving, and if it doesn't, I'm sorry. But how's y'all Thanksgiving going? Is it going good? I hope you're eating good. I hope you're eating all of the good food. Oh man, actually, has there been a Thanksgiving bracket? What's it called? Thing that has come out on the internet
Yeah,
yet?
it's like years old.
Okay.
Oh, not for Rosie D.
No, not yet.
No, that'll come up soon though.
Oh, well, I can't wait to see that, because we will have a definite heated debate about that.
Stealth choice for Bracket Buster, for Thanksgiving Bracket Buster at Olympia.
Okay, that's not fair. That's not everybody's ethnicity, but
No.
Lumpia's pretty great.
But as soon as you get Olympia for Thanksgiving, you're just like,
It's a game changer. No, it is a game changer.
I mean, I'll eat other stuff, but I mean, I'm ruining my appetite with them Olympia.
I mean, are you really ruining it, or are you plussing it?
I mean, I should bring that bottle of Choi down.
Oh, just in case, yeah.
They don't know about that. LaChoy came back.
What do you mean?
They came back.
What?
My family swears LaChoy's not around anymore.
Wait, they're still thinking it's not around?
No, I told them. I sent them the picture when we found it at a Secret City.
Mm-hmm.
Or Pacific Market, or whatever the fuck it's called.
I thought it was a 99 Ranch, actually.
No, it was a Pacific Market. I know which one it is, too.
Well, yeah, we should bring it down just in case. Just in case. Yep, I mean, you know.
Hell yeah.
If Auntie Remy hooks it up, that'd be great. That'd be great. She makes some baller lumpia.
Shout out Auntie Remy.
Yes.
Auntie Remy.
Shout out to Auntie Remy. She makes all the best lumpia. So good. But, okay, besides lumpia, hon, because that's not fair. It's actually too good. It's just meat rolled up.
Oh, top four is like pot roast.
That's not a side.
Oh, we're talking sides. I thought
Yeah,
it was
we're
just.
doing. Yeah.
Oh, okay, just sides. Okay.
Pot roast. Main
Mashed
dish.
potato, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole.
Ew.
Let's see. What's another popular one in my house? Top four. Top four. Sweet potato casserole. That one's like number one. We don't do mac cheese.
Thank God.
Mac cheese is delicious during Thanksgiving.
I like mac cheese.
They don't do baked beans. That I get pissed off about that, but whatever.
I like mac cheese more when we have barbecue.
My East Coast family does baked beans.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they do baked beans.
Dude, have they given you a recipe?
Uh,
What the fuck?
It's more brown sugar than you can possibly think of.
Oh, well, I don't want to know that. You just make it, and I just look the other way. That's how it works. For the sake of my emotional health. No, for the sake of my mental health, I don't want to be thinking about how much sugar's in there.
You won't know that you have diabetes when you go to the doctor for diabetes. Because you're like, I can't possibly know. I'm eating baked beans. That stuff's good for you, right? And they're like, oh, honey.
Oh, man. I think the first time that I had you had me try baked beans for the first time, and I was like, no, beans with like sweet flavor in them, that doesn't sound good.
When we had Thanksgiving potluck, Chris brought baked beans to the
Those were good.
he brought them to the event, and that's that good shit.
That was that good shit. Man, we had a lot of beans actually that year, because that was the year that I brought my pork beans as well.
Yeah.
Oh man, pork beans are good. Oh. Sorry, I'm thinking about cheese now.
What does that have to do with beans? What the fuck?
Pork beans have a lot of cheese in them.
I still haven't figured out a third one. Oh, cornbread.
Is cornbread a side or is that dessert?
That's a side.
It's a side.
You say the same shit about pumpkin pie is not a side.
That's not a side. That's a dessert. Oh yeah, I wish your family made cornbread. Oh, that would be dangerous for me.
Our West Coast family does not like cornbread, historically speaking. It sucks.
It's okay. There's other things like, ooh, there's that sour cream mashed potato, and I always talk about this. I can't. No, specifically the ones that your grandpa made. He put sour cream in them. That's a whole other level of like, whoa. That's a flavor I didn't know I needed once a year. And now I can't live without it. But yeah, tell me y'all's favorite appetizer, Thanksgiving appy, in the comments. Yes, that's where that would go. Let me check. Actually, I haven't looked at the screen. I try to have the screen on the side in case someone someday comments. I am that anime girl from that post with a cigarette in my mouth, just yelling into the void. It is I. It's fine. I know y'all watch this usually later in the day or whenever you guys have stuff going on or whenever you guys want to draw. You'll put it on in the background for that parallel play. I get it. I need that too. Although for me, I don't like to watch people cooking while I'm cooking. Unless it's the recipe that I'm going after. Then I'm just putting that video on loop. Just throughout the whole process. Because I don't want to miss a step. But for cooking usually... Lately I've been watching John Wolfe play Dredge. While I've been cooking because I'm playing Dredge. Oh, right. I should update y'all. I'm playing Dredge. I told y'all in the last stream, if you watched it. But I started playing that, and I thought that game was gonna be longer. Okay, caveat, I haven't finished it, so I don't know. But right now, it feel alike. I might be finishing it off, like, in the next, like, 3 sit-downs that I have. To be fair, these are, like, 5-hour sit-downs where I just sit down and play the damn thing. So, yeah, I've gotten through a lot of it. So I am worried because I was hoping that that would be my new Cult of the Lamb game, because famously I started playing Cult of the Lamb, and I've been playing that for like 2-3 years now. And I like that. I like taking my time with games. But I thought it would be another one of those for me, and I think I'm getting there with Dredge already, and I'm worried, and I'm like, no, I don't want to run out of a game. I'm gonna have to go look for another game. I like living inside of a game's vibe and mood for an extended amount of time. But yeah, which is why I primarily like to watch short games be played. There's obviously exceptions, like a short hike. I can replay that a ridiculous amount of time. I think a short hike is a peak game, S tier game. But like, I love Crow Country, but I wish it was longer. That's my wish. And you know, that doesn't mean that the game actually needs to be long. I just want it to be long because I would love to live in that environment more. This is leading me to think that I should just find a way to play Deadly Premonition, because that game is ridiculous. It has so much to it, so much lore. It has so much to do in it. I would just have to fucking find it. Yeah, very Twin Peaks vibes. Deadly Premonition. If you are a Twin Peaks person. I'm adding the pinks right now to her so that she looks more alive and blushy. I do it at vertices. Vertices. Joints, like elbows and knees, because that's usually where where blood will pool? No. Well, you'll see the rosiness of people's like blood vessels there, because there's a lot of bending and friction and shit. Don't mind me. But that's why I add those there. I know some people add it to the boobs to make them look rosy. I'll do that for this one, sure. Boob talk, yeah. I'll add it to the ear, because maybe she got sunburnt there. I don't know. Dude, when ears get sunburnt, that shit sucks, actually. I've had my ears peel, and that's uncomfortable. Uncomfy. Don't like that. So always make sure to put sunscreen on the tips of your ears. Actually. Just FYI. Right, I was talking about Dredge. Oh my god. Anyways, been having fun with Dredge, been going through it. So now that I feel like I'm way into the game long enough, I've started finally watching a playthrough with one of my favorite playthroughs, which is John Wolf. Really recommend them. And that's what I've been watching. It's either that or I've been watching Silent Hill F while I cook. Yeah, I've been doing playthroughs right now. I used to do true crime while I cooked, but I don't know, I felt like I needed to take a break from true crime for a bit. It just got a little too gruesome there for a bit for me, which, I didn't expect that. Speedrun validated. Didn't expect that. So yeah, this never happened before. So I had to take a break from the true crime while I cooked. Because I was also doing horror movies, obviously, throughout the month of October while I cooked.
And September.
And September.
And August.
And in August.
In July.
In July.
In June.
Okay, yes, I was watching horror movies for the majority of this year while I was cooking, and then
every previous year.
Okay, yes. Well, no, it was when I got Tubi on my phone. Hello? See, this is what I mean. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but Lively Street, y'all. Lively Street. Love it, but you never know. You never know.
Are the Dodgers playing?
Are the Dodgers playing?
No.
Oh.
It's usually what happens when people are screaming right now.
Oh, true. That night was crazy. Everyone was very happy that night. Oh shit.
Except for Canada.
Canada. Oh, right.
I couldn't decide if I wanted to say Canada or Canadians. Canadian.
Except for our northern brethren. Here we go. Gonna go in with this aqua for her eyes now. Here we go. Yeah, what games are y'all playing? What games do y'all play during this season? Because I know some of y'all will play like cozier games like Professor Layton and stuff during this season. Yeah. That's a very November video game, is it not?
Yeah, it really is.
I feel like Pokemon for me sounds like a Christmas video game. It gives a Christmas video game vibes. Then, but I'd love to hear what y'all are playing. Y'all playing Demon School? Y'all should probably play Demon School. It's pretty great, from what I've seen. Pretty great. What else? Oh man. To her eyeshadow. You got a smoked sausage?
You want the other half?
Oh, there's only one left?
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Here, the other half.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I'm gonna try to stay away from the mic while I chew this, because I know y'all.
Chew into the mic, dog.
No, people's misophonia gets triggered when I do that.
You already said moist.
Is that still a thing? Does that still bother people to say moist?
Comment down below for if you get moist.
Does the word moist bother you? Comment down below. There we go. Oh, I think I'll do the these bags also. It makes sense. It's fish food. It's fish food. Oh, I don't think I've told y'all this page happened because I wanted to draw panties specifically just holding these fish food bags, because I was thinking about a movie that we watched about a dude that had to buy cat food for a stray cat that would just come to his house. But he had to buy very specific cat food. And I thought that was the funniest thing, that this dude that, for the most part, doesn't seem to care about anything in life except for making sure that this cat gets fed the food that it likes. So I thought about drawing Panty also, just looking at food, pet food, and thinking, will my fish like this? Because, I don't know, I don't feel like... Panty seems like someone that would have fish and have them just unavoidably die.
1973, The Long Goodbye.
Yes, that one.
You gotta say it into the mic.
Oh. What year was it?
The Long Goodbye, 1973.
The Long Goodbye, 1973. That's the movie I was referencing with this drawing.
The movie came out in 1973. It's called The Long Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
You made it sound like the movie was called The Long Goodbye 1973.
Oh no, there's a period, comma, whatever there. But yeah, no. That guy buys a lot of cat food. For a cat that isn't even his. I think now I need to wait for this to dry before I can add any marker to it. Let's see. I will. It is inevitably Christmas, yes. Wait. Okay, I can ask you this. How do you feel about marketing teams just completely skipping over Thanksgiving and just going into Christmas ad marketing, stuff? Like them just do you feel disrespected as someone that actually, it likes Thanksgiving to a certain degree? Hun?
You're asking me?
Oh my god.
I thought you were asking chat.
No, I already asked chat earlier, but I was curious to know if...
Ask me off mic, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I'm going to say anything canceling. I'm
no, what?
Stuff right now. I don't know.
Oh, you're reading the news?
Yep.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. Let's see. The fuck? Oh. I'm pretty sure all of her accessories are gold. That's how I've been drawing them this whole time. And if they're not, well, damn. Could have sworn they were. Right. Told y'all that I was watching Silent Hill F as well. I've been trying to do Hinako fan art because I think that game is peak. I know the combat is a big issue for a lot of players, and I can't speak on that behalf because I'm not really a combat focused gamer, I guess you could say. But I really like the story. I really like the writing. I think it's top tier so far. I'm saying that because I haven't, finished the playthrough. But I've been wanting to do fan art, but I've been having a hard time because my art is very cutesy aesthetically, I guess you could say sometimes. And Hinako's like dour and badass, so sometimes I feel like my art doesn't convey that energy. So, I'm working on that. The background. I don't know if I have some of those sketches actually that I can show y'all. No, I don't know where they are. They're somewhere in this book, but just ideas. Well, this is what we got so far, and we are actually, oh shit. This session went a little longer than I anticipated. I think I'll do like a reveal of the full page like once I like touch it up, because again I need to wait for this to dry, and well, I don't want to keep y'all here just watching paint dry. But I'll go in and retouch it probably off screen and show you all the finished piece at a later time. But if you've been here watching, thank you for being here. Always thank you for being here. I hope you have as good of a Thanksgiving as you possibly can. I hope you have a lot of good food, if possible. All the good food. I hope you have a chill season. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, peeps.